Thank you to RSF1090 for their generous donation on Patreon. Well, I can see that the moratorium on the face cam lasted a relative 2 fucking seconds. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my dumb face. My dumb YouTube shit stirrer nobody face. Ah, God. It's been a fucking week, ain't it? I'm here to talk about something positive. Much needed positivity. Yay. A little bit ago, in the middle of a recording, I don't even remember what episode it is because I haven't edited it yet. Surprise, surprise. I came up with an idea that I think could be really fun. And I think could be a nice, kind of inclusive way of bringing together the general theme of what I've been doing on YouTube for the past few years, which is the visual novels. And in an effort to promote positivity, I want to recognize some of my favorite aspects of these various visual novels and see, kind of play a little bit of an experiment, I guess. The origin of the idea is the basic, like, what if you could take this person from that thing and put them all together, a basic dream team type of thing. I wanted to know, like, if you could take the background artist from a visual novel where you think the background art is the best, and you combine it with an artist that did the character sprites of a different visual novel that you think are the best, and you put it together with the person that you feel did the best job for the soundtrack, you know, your favorite soundtrack work in a visual novel, and you basically combine all these elements into your favorite dream team scenario for a dev team of a visual novel best suited to your specific tastes. And that idea sort of spun off into an award show type of thing, and basically what I want to do is recognize not only my, but your picks for the people who have done a certain aspect of the building of a visual novel the best. When it comes to these specific categories, I've tried to ask a few people what they think categories would be good to include. So I'm going to run down a list of some of the categories I've already come up with. And I want to know, 1, your thoughts on those categories, whether they should be included, but 2, what other categories along those same lines should be included in the general goings-on. So I've already mentioned a couple of them, you know, soundtrack, character art, background art, stuff like that, but different aspects that may or may not be as obvious, you know, like character design, you know, who sticks true to developing characters through the narrative or designing how they would act in a certain scenario. Plot writing, plot versus story writing, those are 2 different categories, very different viewpoints. A story is your overall narrative, the big picture as it were, and your plot is your day-to-day methods of progressing through a story. Take it to mean like a character arc versus individual episodes. So who do you think has the best big picture, and who do you think does the best progression day by day, essentially? Gotta include who does the best sex scenes, because that's my life now. UI design. You know, your menus. Who has the most cohesive, cool design or best design, most fluid, appealing menu, UI, buttons, and all that other stuff? That's very important, because when you get a bad one, it's very noticeable. When you get a good one, in my opinion, the best kind of UI is like garlic. Not garlic. What the fuck am I talking about? Basil. I don't know my fucking garnishes, apparently. Basil goes on top of the dish, and it makes it better, and when it's not there, you don't really, you don't tip the waiter less or whatever, but when it is there, you're like, ooh. And when it's good, it's like, oh, that's nice. But it doesn't get in the way of the meal, it's not what you're there for. But when it's bad, it's gone. I don't fucking know. I don't eat at restaurants anymore. I don't think anyone is, or at least no one should be. Comedic dialogue, dramatic dialogue, and scary tension. Those are another bits of writing, because a lot of the visual novels play in different aspects, and some visual novels, they'll get you laughing until you puke, and other ones will get you crying until you puke, and then others will get you scared until you puke. I mean, why with the puke? That is not necessary. Extra content. Like, not talking Patreon exclusive content, because I don't promote that as something accessible on my channel, ergo I don't really have good access to it. That's something that should be promoted kind of on an individual level. But I'm talking about stuff that isn't like options, obviously, but like options could work, I guess, because you know you got Wolfstar with the streamer mode or various other things. But more specifically, I'm talking about extra content like encyclopedias, lore books, galleries for pictures if they're not paywalled. Just extra content in general that's available to the public for free, but is not a part of the narrative specifically, like character bios and stuff. Who do you think does that the best? Then you got your animation, because of every once in a while you get a moment of animation. Doesn't come up very often in some games. Other games are littered with it. Who do you think does them the best? This is an entry from Wolfstar, Hyper Wolfstar Paul. The best fucked up moments. Which visual novel / writer of visual novels do you think do the best just fucked up moments? I don't mean stuff like oh, you can't really put a limit on fucked up, can you? Or else it's not fucked up. Just know that I won't be selecting anything like how Lagoon Lounge, for example, is fucked up when you know, or Morinatsu, those fucked up. No, those are bad. That's bad fucked up. Good fucked up is something like Echo, the scene with Brian and the like that is extremely uncomfortable, but it's not like it is morally wrong. I don't know. It's a weird fucking line, but you see what I mean. And then the last one I've got written down right now is emotional investment. You know, which visual novel gets you, just grabs you by the fucking throat and is like, pay attention, like those motherfuckers. Visual novels where when you get to an end of an update and you're like, no, I want to know what's happening next. Like that, the people who can hook you, grab your heart by the fucking heart balls, are just, I want to know what's happening. Those people, that I want to celebrate that as well. If you have any suggestions for other aspects of visual novels, please let me know in the comments. And bear in mind, I'm not going to be nominating specific visual novels themselves. I'm going to be nominating the people behind them as exemplified by their work in a visual novel. So like for extracurricular activities, if you put them in any category, if it's for the writing, that'd go to Dinewolf. If it goes for character sprites, that would be Captain Gerbert. If it goes for background art, that'd be Gravelly. I'm sorry, but the point is I'm going to be looking at the credits and I'm going to be nominating those people specifically as exemplified by their work in insert visual novel here. And I'm going to be doing for every category 2 different awards. I'm going to be doing my pick and your pick. I'm going to be setting up, once we get the categories finalized, and I'll make a whole separate video announcing that it's been finalized and who are the nominations for each category. I'm going to make individual videos for that specifically, so that it's not like, oh, I gotta wait 90 minutes to see who the fuck got nominated for best UI design. No, I'm not voting in that one. You know, stuff like that. I want to make it as accessible as possible without being annoying. That's always the goal. Never really succeed in that, but it's a goal. When I've got the categories finalized, based off of what I've written down, what you think about those ones, and any that you would like to submit yourself, I will make a video for each category announcing 4 nominees. I say 4 because polls on YouTube and Twitter only allow for 4 options. That's literally the only reason why I'm limiting it to that. And the limitations are that I have to have played it. That's about it. And yeah, some visual novels I've played more or less than others, and so that's why I'm getting a little more diversity in the options of nominations or whatever, because I don't want it to just be the Me Awards. You know, if the Academy Awards wouldn't mean shit if you knew like the Academy was made from one fucking person. So that's why the People's Choice will be a popular vote from those individual polls as tallied on the YouTube community tab and on YouTube. My idiot ass just said YouTube twice. YouTube community tab and Twitter. Thank you, dumb shit. And of course, when submitting suggestions for the various categories, you can give an example that will go into, you know, who I would be considering, you know, I think blank should be a category because it's so good in this visual novel. That's totally valid. And if you want a concise list of all the visual novels I've played, all of the visual novels I have played, I have made a playlist for and or are in the one-offs playlist if the series didn't last very long for whatever reason that might be. I don't know what you're thinking about. I just like playing with my eyebrows. Or eyebrow. I've got to grow out my fucking unibrow so that I can shave it properly, because when I was young, I used to just fucking straight razor, shave it, and now it's all fucked up. So I got to grow it out. It's gross. I hate it. But that way I can like pay attention and like not have a fucked up. It sucks. So yeah, go through my playlists section and make sure to check out the one-offs playlist so you don't miss any visual novels. And you can look at all the different ones, you can listen to their soundtracks. The vast majority of them are free, so if you want to look back for yourself and not have my shitty audio balancing or commentary over it so you can hear it, or you can get a look at it without it being processed through my shitty recording or whatever the fuck. You can look at all the options there. Every single one of them is available for nomination. I'm serious. Whatever the fuck's going on recently, if you genuinely feel that a certain visual novel exemplifies whatever the fuck the best, say so. I'm serious. And then after everything's been tabulated, I'll make individual videos announcing the winners for each category and congratulate the individual winners, and I'm sure that mentioning people by name will not go poorly this time. So you have your jobs. Leave your category suggestions and your nomination suggestions in the comments down below. I'll be looking at them as I do all the fucking comments, because they go right to my phone. I can't avoid them. Not that I'd want to avoid them, but you know what I mean. Thank you very much for watching this. I look forward to seeing your category suggestions. Oh, also, name. What fucking name? I've put it on Twitter, like, what name do you think the award should be? There have been some, like, the Vizzies, the Novelies, the whatever. It's kind of up and down. So let me know what you think they should be called. Because if I don't hear a good one, I'm gonna go with a stock thing like the fucking Deckerlink Appreciation Bullshit Award. I don't fucking know. We'll fucking figure it out. You got a lot of commenting to do, so get to it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.